Hello, it's Alex from Push Square here, and I'm here with another live stream, this time of God Eater 2 Rage Burst, a new Monster Hunter-esque title that's coming out on PS4 and Vita the next day or so, I think, in Europe. So we've got our hands on a copy. The illustrious Robert Ramsey is handling the review for this one for the site, pushsquare.com. But I've got a copy as well, so I thought I'd put a few hours in, see what it's like, and do a bit of a live stream, and we can have a look if it's the Monster Hunter game everyone finally can have something to play of that sort on PlayStation 4. I mean, there's been a few other ones, but I've only tended to play the Monster Hunter games in the past, so I'm looking for something to play on the big screen, so to speak. And this seemed like it fit the bill, so about 5 or 6 hours in. Basic story is big monsters called Agami, who are ruining the world, and you're part of this special forces unit called Blood, who go out and hit them with big swords repeatedly while wearing some questionable combat gear, I guess, for the best way of putting it. There's definitely some anime to this game that will be to some people's taste, but won't be to others. But that's down to your own personal taste. In the end of the day. Thank you for joining me in the chat. If you have any questions, feel free to fire them over to me. I'll do my best to answer them. This is a very mechanically dense game, so I'm not going to go through every last thing that happens. So I think we'll just play a bit, see how we get on, and I'll try and tell you the various bits and pieces as we get going. So we should crack on from there. So this is my character. I've got an eye patch, because of course, why not have an eye patch? This is the hub you operate in between missions. It's very similar to Monster Hunter insofar you take missions from a counter with a girl behind it, and then you can wander around, buy some stuff from a vending machine, so usual sorts of stuff, replenish your health, restore stamina, remove various effects such as venom, so it's the usual sort of stuff. There's a bit more story to this than you usually get in this type of game. So your Monster Hunter is very much, there's little bits of story, but it's mainly about the kind of just getting out there and gathering stuff, crafting gear and killing monsters, whereas this has a lot of characters you can talk to and get a bit of story, and between each mission there's a bit of a story interlude, so you get the plot moves forward a little bit. A lot of it's just character building at the moment because I'm still early on, but if we get out into the world and have a look at a mission, place to start. In terms of, guess where this game comes from, there was God Eater on PSP, then God Eater 2 on PSP and Vita in Japan, I believe. Then God Eater 2 Rage Burst on PS4 and Vita in Japan only. So, well, God Eater, the first one, I think that came out over here. I'm not sure if it did or not, but you can certainly buy it in the US. But God Eater 2 was never released in the West, so you had to import a copy. This is the first time you can play a translated version of it. So as a result, the visuals aren't, I guess, what you'd expect from a PS4 game. They're very much the PSP/Vita variety. But good news if you're in the EU, if you buy God Eater 2 Rage Burst, you get a copy of God Eater Resurrection for free with it, so you can play the first game as well. So, what are we doing here? Exterminate the Yaksha running rampant through the Park Academy City. So yeah, so you go yourself, you can go lone or you can bring other members of the team, and you can customise all their skills and that sort of thing. In fact, there's so much customisation you can do in this game, it's a little bit daunting, and a lot of it's not explained, so it's a bit tricky to get your head around it. So let's take these people. There she heals, so I think that's always useful. There's lots of, have a look at, show my loadout. I'll give myself the very original name of the Crimson Stabber. You can change your name set to various things. A start and an end bit, so you can call yourself whatever. So I'm using the long blade, which is by no means the biggest sword on offer, but there's varying types. So you've got short blade, that's long blade, which we talked about, buster blade, which are the bigger ones, so you can a hammer, a spear, and a scythe. So similar to, again, to Monster Hunter, there's varying weapons that all have their own unique sort of abilities and ways of using them. so there's a bit to get used to. And it certainly took me a little bit while to get used to what wanting to do with the longsword, but hopefully I don't embarrass myself too much like on the Deus Ex live stream from a couple of days ago, where I failed miserably to solve a block puzzle.
All instruments reading clear.
Right.
We're ready to start whenever you are. Forward.
So yeah, there's some questionable anime wear there on some female characters. So yeah, I've got the sword, so I've got a standard attack. I've got a blood art which I've unlocked, which means if I press triangle, I do like a dash attack. And you can turn your sword into a gun, which you can then blast away at. You've also got a devourer, and this feeds into the burst functionality, where you get a buff on your character. We have to basically devour devour the other creatures, so you can combo into it. There's I think if you have a short blade you get an air dash, but you don't with a long blade. So bottom one, we've got some beasts to kill. We've got a 40-minute timer. Oops. So you got a dash. Okay, I think I killed it. Yeah, I did. So then you can get your crafting materials by chomping them. So we've got pixie shell and pixie thorn.
A nearby Yamcha has heard the sound of battle and is on the move.
Oops, a bit far right. Compared to Monster Hunter, the action is a lot more fast-paced. Let's chomp him. Right, so my level 1 burst is activated, so I've got a bit of a buff. Level 2's up as well. So if I chomp this guy, and that gives me a bullet to use, which I can either shoot into the creature, like so, there, do a bit more damage, or I can shoot it into my teammates and give them a boost. So if I transfer shot, there, so fire it into Nana, gives her a burst, gives her some more. So the whole idea is to try and keep your burst meter running as much as possible, so you do as much damage. Because similar to Monster Hunter, these fights can take a bit of time. I should back up a bit and heal. And they're similar to Monster Hunter, that when you hurt the creatures, they do tend to run off and try and heal. You can also block like that. Quite useful. You can change the size of your shield so it gives you more. Yeah, the kind of different size swords deploy differently, so I've got the quick one. There's quite a cool stance you can do with this sword, where you go to there, and if you press square afterwards, you blast a shot out of it as well. Should I try and chomp him? There we go. That was a quick chomp, so I only got the one. But give it to Julius. There we go. Yeah, so a few people in the chat saying the graphics aren't particularly great in this, and that's because it's heritage as a PSP/Vita game. But you know, it's something I'm quite digging about it. It's Monster Hunter, but at a breakneck speed. It doesn't have the strategy of a Monster Hunter where you've got to be really careful about your attacks and you know, find the right opening to go for it. This is just going 100 mile an hour all the time. There's some pick-up crafting parts. There's some wool. There's another creature to get. Should probably heal up. So what have I got? I've got a store ball. I've got snare traps. You can put traps down that hold him in place. Not really need to use those too much recently, or at the start of the game, because the initial creatures don't seem to be that hard. There are online features in the game. Someone's asked in the chat, and you can play. Basically, you can play with up to 3 other people. So it's a kind of 4-player battles, and I think that's where you may get a lot out of it, playing it with friends. And as the usual sort of thing, you know, crafting extra gear so you get stronger, take on more challenging monsters. I'm quite early on, so they're not the most difficult. Ah, here it is. I'll lock onto this one. I'm going to get the lock on. So one of my allies did a link burst with me. And there we go.
Target eliminated. Time to return home.
Just as expected. Mission complete.
So yeah, there's different sorts of bullets you can use as well. And you can actually customise these bullets quite heavily. It's a very complicated system as far as I can see at the moment, and I'm not really dug too much into it. You can do all sorts of things like set it up so shots arc over and down on people, but crazy stuff.
Tomorrow will ever come, even in a night as dark as this.
If you like the first one, it seems from what I've read, they've added some features, added some new weapon types, so if you'd put a lot of time into that, I'd imagine you'd quite enjoy this as well. Let's say my experience with the series is limited insofar as only the 5 hours or so I've put into this. So at the end of a mission, this comes up where different characters might trigger an ability you can use to get more consumable items, get more action points for your team, ignore some endurance penalties and that sort of thing. So let's get some more consumables.
I hope this will help.
You also get these parts which you can put onto your God Arc, which is your weapon, as you can add different abilities to it and customise it. Again, the level of customisation is really quite heavy on this. Lots to do, lots to think about. A lot I haven't got my head around fully. Oh, SS. Not 3 S's. 3 Devours, 5 Link Bursts, and 11 Link Bursts, which I think I gave out 5, but my teammates gave 11. Something like that. So, got some money, some other bits and pieces. Oh, Awaken New Blood Art. These are the... you can have a single move, a special move you can equip, and these unlock as you use your skills more and more. So the one I've got is the one that dashes through when I press the triangle button. Hello to anyone new in the chat, I'm Alex Stinson from Push Square, and I'm doing a live stream of God Eater 2, Rage Burst, which is out tomorrow in the EU. I think it's out in America at the same time. So yeah, it's an interesting little Monster Hunter-esque title. So what we've got here, reward-filled special missions have now been a chance of being available to complete another mission. Ooh. So the director has summoned us. So yeah, there's at least a little bit of story to the various bits and pieces. Oh, got mission active. That means it's a special mission, I guess. Can I do any upgrading? to upgrade my equipment. Oh, upgrade method is still being researched. That's been going on for a while. I wonder when that will stop. So you can see the usual crafting, so you can find new bits of kit. Not as good as what I've got. You can craft and upgrade, so there's plenty to keep you occupied. What else is there? So as I said, you can install these skills, so these are the ones I've got. So the ones with B in front of it apparently only activate when you've burst modes going. So this one, for example, is when incapacitated, same-sex teammates enter burst. So it's at level 10, so that's only level 2, so I need to stock a lot of those on the weapon before it would activate. But you can see you can basically put it onto a blade. I've got these on there already, so I've got stamina. Hate effect makes it easy to gain attention by attacking them, and defense power. So I could install that in the force slot or override another one. But I don't really want that one, so I won't install it. So yeah, there's plenty going on. Let's go and see what the director wanted. A few different levels. It's not a big area. Let's see what he's got to say.
Dr. Leia, why are you opposed to testing unmanned operations? It's the most efficient way forward with the God Arc soldiers.
I'm not opposed. I simply comprehend that we cannot begin a new test phase under current conditions. How could you allow this?
HQ insists that the use of God Arc soldiers is unnatural. Many former God Eaters have lent their voice to this protest. I do as I must. If we can't get solid results, and quick, in this next testing phase, we will be forced to scale back the program. It is out of my hands. I am sorry, Doctor. I only ask that you try to understand. For my sake.
Very well.
Reporting in, Director Grem. I was informed you wish to speak with my team and I.
As per Dr. Rachel's request, I want your blood unit to take the lead in conducting the upcoming God Arc soldier exercises. To elaborate, Cujo, elaborate for me.
Of course, Director. I understand that you, Captain Visconti, and you, Ms. Allenson, worked under Dr. Rachel and Dr. Leia.
Yes, that's true. They raised us, in fact. Both Sheila and I served as test pilots in earlier phases of the God Arc Soldier project.
Very good. Yes, very good indeed. Then I'll be brief. I need you to observe the soldiers in combat and defend them, if necessary. We require one-on-one combat data, so your task is to clear the operations area. Please ensure that nearby Origami will not be a threat.
So we're to play the opening act.
Exactly. And you'd best not forget it, boy. The God Arc soldiers are to be the stars of this show. Do I make myself understood?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. You'll be briefed on site, etc., mission requisites and such. Handle it, Cujo. I'm a busy man.
Of course. Captain Visconti, I'll go into more detail at the mission briefing, if that's acceptable.
Very well. Thank you, Doctor. Until then.
The audio on those cutscenes sounds like it's been recorded in the bathroom. I guess it's the problem with it being on PSP and Vita previously, that maybe they, storage-wise, they couldn't have a very high-quality audio going on. The chat seems the biggest question in the chat so far is this worth $60 or I guess £40 if that's the kind of currency you're operating in? I don't know. I'm enjoying it. That's my personal view. I'd say if you're on the fence as with anything, don't just rush out and get it. Wait for the reviews to hit. Copies arrived quite late, so I wouldn't expect to see a review today. I don't know when ours is going to be up, but Rob Ramsey, who's on the review for us, will obviously take as much time as needed to render the judgment. But I guess the reason I'm doing this live stream is to give you a quick look at it, so that you get a good view of it. Because the information has been quite light out there in terms of this game. There's been an odd trailer, but no real good looks at it. So hopefully this is what I'm doing for you. Albeit that I'm not an expert in God Eater by any stretch of the imagination. But personally, 6 hours in, I have enjoyed this so far. You have to defend unmanned God Arc soldiers during a field test. Be careful, a red Nimbus is coming. That's a special mission, is it? Is that something else? It said it would go, wouldn't it, if I did that first? But let's do the special mission, because, gotta do the special missions. Right. So yeah, thanks for joining me anyway for this live stream. If you do like what we're doing, please like and subscribe this video, and go head over to pushsquare.com and check out what else we've got going on.
Mission commence.
Right, so I've got to kill. Here we go. What the hell's that? Oh, that is. You have limited ammo for your weapons, so run out there, and the only way you can get it back is to actually hit things. Let's chomp them for materials. Chomp. Chomp. The stamina, you can set to depleting as I'm running, but I've never really hit a problem where I've run out of it overly. Let's chomp you. Sit still, let me get a good chomp. Oh, did I? No, I didn't. I think to get the 3 bullets off them. There we go, got it. So let's get my teammates going. And you. There we go. Whoa. I'm going to pull up a block. Maybe not. You gonna shoot me? There you go. Jose in the chat asked if it's co-op. Yes, it is. I'm playing single player in this instance, but you can play it with up to 3 other players online. It's also cross-save between the PS4 version and the Vita version. Not cross-buy though, so you do have to buy both versions to do that. There's various weak spots on the creatures, so you do more damage to certain areas of them. There's one where the tail seemed to do the most damage. Ooh. Yeah, we're taking these down, aren't we? Oops. Go and find the rest of them.
Let out burst status nearing expiration.
Let me know if the audio mix is a bit off or you can't hear me properly. I've turned the sound down because it was really, really loud, but I'm hoping it's not too bad now. I moved. Origami sounds like the bad voice acting in Heavy Rain, doesn't it? Where they kept saying origami in really bad American accents. Oh, did I get one? Yeah. Let's give my teammate a buff. There we go. Trying to get away. I moved. The blaster I've got has a bit of a homing shots to it that I've been using, but you can also free aim, which you'd have to do with most of the other blasters. But 15 I had to kill, wasn't it, in the time? Got plenty of time left. That's another way.
Let out burst status nearing expiration.
Oh, I got a chomp. And there we go, last one down.
Target neutralized. That was amazing.
Another. Yeah, it has been a little easy so far. Let's get more team action points. Ooh, that's a better one. Level 4. Ah, just an S this time. But it's assorted crap. Another blood art. I should go and look if they've got anything new I can use. See which ones I got. So that's one I'm using, a high speed slashing attack with increased movement distance. Stop in mid-air to form a quick somersault attack slicing apart nearby foes. An air attack with increased movement speed and distance, the final strike is damaging. Prisma Zero stance. Focus your will on a single point, unleashing your full might with one targeted thrust. Let's try that. Can I upgrade it yet? Still no. Get on with the next story mission. It looks like you get all the DLC missions, I assume. There's some ones there for higher difficulty. It says like 15, I think that one was when I'm at level 2, so there's it seems like there's quite a few missions to play. Right.
Ready to commence the mission?
Ooh.
Good luck out there.
So they're at the end of this dam, I presume. Looks like a dam. Yeah. So what was it? I had a zero stance. Zero stance. Okay, that's the new move I've got. So yeah, that. Oh. Get a chomp. I got a chomp.
Right out, burst status is nearing expiration.
Yeah, give him a... Well, that really didn't do much damage from the front, did it? Let's get a chomp on this guy. He's a bit slow, so... Oh, he moved.
Army retreating to V.
Right, here's a perfect opportunity. Right in your tail. So, oh, tail bond broken. I'm sure that's good. Not sure what that does at the moment.
Response remains stable.
Ooh, I better heal myself. Ah, keeps moving. Get a quick chomp on him. Get a big chomp. Perfect. So let's get everyone buffed. Oh, don't want to do that. Wrong one. There we go. Wasted a couple of shots, but there we go. Ah, at last.
Let out. Your burst status is fading.
Yeah, I think there's a hell of a lot of content in this game. Like I say, the battles could also go on quite long. That medium length is the kind of bigger monsters. I was in a 15-minute epic brawl with another one where it was across a stage. It was quite satisfying when we won. It did come quite close. I got incapacitated a couple of times. I think this will make quite a good portable title. I think it would be it's a big investment to play for PS4 version and a Vita version, but it'd be fun to be able to transfer your game between the two, I think. Oh, here's a bigger creature. So we can get a chomp on it. Quick chomp, get out. Get a buff going. I think I forgot to bring one of the characters that can heal me. I might want to break out the traps. Where is that trap that I had? Let's see how these work. I've not used one of these yet. Oh, that's quite useful. doing much damage to this guy. Those wings, maybe if I hit him from the front. What's this? Store post. Ooh. Oh, that's quite good. Hey, hey, stop eating. Probably should lock onto this guy. There we go.
Engaged origami retreating to feet.
I think his head seems to be the bit where he did the most damage on this one. Run away! Oh, nice.
Operation complete. Maintain regular patrols until the extraction team arrives. It's done.
Let's see what there's down here. There was something else to kill.
That's all for today. Gills, call it a day.
Be sure to hand in your after-action report when you return to base.
7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, nearly. I really don't know what this stuff is. I need to do a lot more digging into it. Some of these mechanics. AA. I did take quite a few hits that time.
Is Blood still engaged?
Yes. God Arc Soldier Beta is still in combat.
Friar, come in. God Arc Soldier Beta has taken severe damage. What are your orders?
What? Its evasion control must be faulty, although it could be a spatial awareness problem. We ran tests, but nothing like this. Oh, damn it!
Shield, all deactivate God Arc Unit Beta. Defend it, and repel the origami until we can mount a rescue.
Delay that. I saw strange clouds on my return. I'm certain they were red nimbus.
No. Red Nimbus?
Yes, Red Nimbus.
Yeah, it's Gil. We can confirm the clouds here.
Whoa. I've heard the rumors, but I've never actually seen any. This is insane.
Blood unit, withdraw immediately. There's no time.
Captain, it may be too late. Red rain has already begun to fall here.
Damn. Fred, where's the transport squad?
They're surrounded, trying to fight through the origami. I don't think they'll make it to the unit in time.
That sounds like bad news.
Your new orders are to put on hazmat suits and move to rescue S.H.I.E.L.D. The suits are likely to take damage in battle. Do your best to avoid engaging the enemy whenever you can. Whatever you do, S.H.I.E.L.D., stay out of the rain.
Silence! You don't have the authority for that.
Director Ram,
Tell your minions that the God Arc soldiers are your first and only priority. I order you to aid in their defense.
Sir, that's impossible. They cannot fight in the Red Rain.
How dare you question me, Julius? You will defend the God Arc soldiers, even at the cost of your own lives.
Have you gone mad? I won't abandon her. You know damn well how dangerous that rain is.
Yeah, dick.
I apologize. I cannot obey you. Fall back without me.
S.H.I.E.L.D.
You must leave me. To attempt to rescue with inadequate equipment will only lead to losses. I will not allow you to take such a risk for my sake. Blood must hold to the Director's orders. Stay safe and out of the rain. Captain, don't worry. I am proud to have served at your side. I will carry out my mission to the very last.
S.H.I.E.L.D., respond! S.H.I.E.L.D.!
She's deactivated her radio.
She's well trained indeed. She's made the right choice and saved your career with it, Captain.
Hey, Captain?
What is it, Nana?
It's the Buzz Captain. The pilot flew off on a God Arc soldier.
What?
What's going on?
God Arc Soldier Gamma. It's on an intercept course with Beta.
Julius, you will quell your unit's defiance. Moreover, you will be punished for their foolishness. It's best you remember your place.
Yes, Director. Of course. I understand.
Let me have a random laugh then.
All Blood Special Forces, I'm ordering you to fall back immediately. Leave the rest of them, understood? Just come back alive.
Vice Captain, I struggle to understand. You put yourself in such danger for me. You knew you would be punished, but you still did something so reckless. Piloting the God Arc soldier is dangerous to the untrained. You need a screening first, and even then, you could have died. You could have died. You ignored orders and charged right in, and anything could have gone wrong. And...
But I have an eye patch. It's what someone in an eye patch would do.
I apologize. I cannot obey you. Fall back without me. You must leave me. I will not allow you to take such a risk for my sake. You risked a court-martial, risked your career, risked your life, just to come for me and keep me safe. All for me. No one has ever risked anything for me. No one until you.
Well, that was overly dramatic. What I have noticed about this game is there's lots of extremely over-the-top music. Like the music in here is, I'm back at base, but the music playing doesn't quite fit with the atmosphere. There we go. Don't get me wrong, I quite like the music, but it seems a bit wrong for the situation. Congratulations on getting out of prison. Oh, I need to talk to him. So yeah, sorry to people in the chat. Beware spoilers. I am playing through part of this game. I won't be playing for much longer. I'll probably do one more mission. But we just give you a flavour of what God Eater 2 Rage Burst is all about. Where is he? Upstairs. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me. I'm Alex Stinter from Push Square. Please like this video if you like it. Or click don't like it if you don't like it. All feedback is welcome. And if you want to subscribe to our channel, we've got loads of other good stuff on there. And obviously on the site itself, pushsquare.com. Where would he be? Would he be in here? Nope. Your stuff didn't work. He must have been downstairs. I probably just walked right past him, didn't I? When I was too busy airing my views on the music. Oh yes, there he was. I better go and get some more healing things, since I seem to struggle with the blocking. I'm a bit bored of my uniform. Let's find a different one to wear. I've got mail. Ugh, boring email. Let's craft some. Yeah, don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like it. Don't like it. It's all very, I don't know. Like big colours in the God Eater world. The colours aren't big, we're not interested. I like the cheerful monkey shirt or the jaunty shark shirt. Oh, not enough material for them. How disappointing. Oh, I can. Tropical line top. Yes, let's go with that. The bottoms I can have. Don't really go with the casual nature of my top, do they? There we go. Let's go with those. Can I upgrade my blade yet? No, I can't. When's that going to be able to, when's that going to happen? A fair few missions. This is difficulty 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 11th. Can I take someone else? There you go. They're fixed. I'm going to take a fourth. I don't know why you wouldn't take 4. Is there some reason why you wouldn't? I don't know. Safety in numbers after all. She wanted to have an examination, didn't she?
I see it now.
Yeah, there's a fair bit of story in this, isn't there? Oh, by the way, chat, look away, spoilers!
You are the soil and the water. You give life to the seed of power.
Say what now?
The god has come. The one that shall lead the blood.
A lot of creepy laughing going on. Oh, crike. Crikey, that's a big one, isn't it? But that's not doing much damage at all. Try freeze. No. Right, let's get rid of these first. Some battle this, isn't it? Take a swing at his undercarriage. Okay, let's boost teammate, get to second level. Not doing much damage to this at all, are we? I guess these are the ones you have to be a bit more conservative in your strategy, so that you don't get absolutely wrecked by them. So if I jump over the top, it does that. Get a chomp.
Captain Julius, all lanes are in the red. Healing advised.
Whoa. It'll do it again. Literally, it does do it every time I jump over.
Let out for your first status is fading. Let out for your first status is
Ooh, a stun. Is that a trap? Five minutes, it seems longer. Much longer. Oh, I did it again, I shouldn't have done that.
Let out from your burst status is fading. Our army is disengaging. It's heading for food.
No one escapes from me.
The tight angle of view does tend to obscure the action a little bit.
Let out from your burst status is fading. Our army is now free. Enemy down. Go back. Let out from your burst status is fading.
Fake clever. Oh, I'm down.
Let out from your burst status is fading. Shield, all lanes are in the red. Advised.
Oh, I'm down again.
Nearby body to assist.
I'm not doing too well at this one, am I?
Our army is disengaging. It's heading for food.
Oh, the freeze one seems to work a bit better on it.
Let out from your burst status is fading. Destruction of spawn confirmed. Well done. It's weakening. Continue your assault. Destruction of spawn confirmed. Well done.
Whoa. Probably should use them more often. That's what they're there for, after all. Wow, what we got there?
That was a wonderful display. I am truly in awe.
That was actually pretty fun.
Objective complete.
Right,
Is everyone ready to return?
let's chomp. Chomp. Chimera fur, more chimera fur, and a chimera wing.
We return to base.
I get the feeling that's not going to be an S rank one at all.
Just like that, I made you smile.
Yeah, B, yeah. 27 link bursts done to me, I think that is. I died twice. Well, incapacitated twice. Cool.
How could you be so damn reckless? Charging out into the red rain like that was lunacy. You can't do that. If something had happened, those you left behind, they couldn't understand.
Oh, I didn't know you cared, Gilbert.
I like that you're gung-ho. It's the reason I'm here. Don't think that you can do everything alone. Look, I'm sorry for the lecture. See you.
And there we go. That's God Eater 2 Rage Burst that's out tomorrow in, I think, everywhere. In the EU, as I said before, if you buy it, you get a copy of God Eater Resurrection, the first game with it as well. You don't in the US, because I think God Eater Resurrection came out a couple of months ago, so you can buy that already. It's a nice little Monster Hunter-esque title. It's not the biggest, best looker. After all, it is I guess you could say, a remaster of a PSP/PS Vita game. But you know what? I think it's quite fun. I enjoyed playing it, and I hope you enjoyed watching me play it. And I'm sorry to anyone who was upset by any spoilers in there. I didn't know that was going to be quite as dramatic as it turned out being in terms of story developments. Anyhow, thanks for joining me. I'm Alex Stinter from Push Square. You've all been great in the chat once again. So if you like this video, please click like and subscribe to the Push Square channel as well. We'd really appreciate it, because there's loads of great videos and other stuff on there. I'd say you can find the site at pushsquare.com. You can follow us on Twitter at PushSquare, and you can follow me on Twitter as well at Alex Stinton. So thank you so much for joining me on this this nice live stream we did this afternoon, or this afternoon in the UK, or whatever time it is where you are. And I will see you next time. Not sure what the next live stream is going to be. I have to have a look at what the upcoming slate of games is. But we'll find something interesting and a bit different. So, Deus Ex a couple of days ago, God Eater 2 today, and whatever else takes my fancy later. So, thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you all next time.